topic today. This topic of pharma brand visibility in 2025 was suggested by our viewers in the last webinar because they are a lot of things which the brand managers or the marketing team, group product managers would like to understand in terms of how large organizations are able to do it seamlessly. It is based on their global expertise or the leadership who actually guides them to do things better. While we are talking and interviewing with many people from the industry, that's our job. We have been talking with people from large organization as well as mid-size organization. What we understand, the approach, what they have taken towards brand visibility is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. We have all learned that, we have experienced that this forms the basis of marketing, and in pharma, it is no different. This is very much relevant today, though this is very basic that we are going to talk about. We are going to deep dive with real-time cases today with the help of Dinesh as well as Samina. So we are talking about how brands take the mind share of the people. While we are talking about segmentation, targeting, and positioning, the format of this particular webinar will be interactive, where we'll be asking certain questions which has come from the participants. So while we have announced this particular webinar more than 3 weeks back, these are certain questions which has come from the participants. And I'm happy that most of them are there with us, being a weekend, they are there with us today. And with that, I would like to now start with Dinesh sir in terms of what has changed. So you have seen about 3 decades, you have started your career on the field, and you are now serving as a vice president. You have worked in large organization. So Dinesh sir, what exactly you have felt that what has changed?
So, thank you very much, Ashish, for asking this particular question. I think over a period of time, what I really want to highlight that what thing exactly has changed. That in our scenario earlier, what we were trying to do were like we were trying to follow a uniform thing, uniform strategy for all the customer segments. And that's the thing which currently in a current scenario, I don't think so it is working. Let me try to start this with a particular quote, which I have written. It says that, when you try to be everything to everyone, you accomplish being nothing to anyone. So, it actually has changed drastically over a period of time because earlier we were actually classifying doctors on the basis of only specialities. That it's a cardiac or it's a gynecologist or it's a pediatrician, but nowadays there are a lot of other things which actually needs to be seen. And according to me, the brand management team, although they love to do that, they are aware of it. Whatever I'm going to share today, it's not like that team, which is on the screen, they don't know about it. Unfortunately, they don't get time, or maybe if I'm allowed to use a word, they don't prioritize. So as a result of it, because of the pressures what they face, on day-to-day scenarios from their bosses, hope their bosses are not in the call, but the kind of pressures what they face, actually this creates a lot of problem. Because let me share with you, currently, you also agree that if you love pizza and or if I offer you pasta, I think that's not right. So similarly, doctors, we should consider doctors as human beings. We should not consider that every doctors is same, and they are not. Not all the doctors are same. Because if I talk about overall their prescribing habits, their specialty, of course, their interest, and that's what I would like to elaborate, their interest, their engagement behaviors, they're absolutely different. So, unless or until there is a segmentation which is being done, which is customized to the specific need of the specialty or specific need, I don't think so we'll be able to create a cutting edge in our brand plans. So my strong request, if I would like to say, is that we should, if we really want to communicate more effectively, number one, if we really want to optimize our visit on the representatives. So let me give you one example. I was in Morena, recently with my team member working over there. And there is a famous doctor, and maybe somebody from Morena can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the name of the doctor was Dr. Rathi. And I was counting that how many representatives were standing over there. So when I counted, I was the 39th, one, and I chose to be 39th. Okay, I said that let me go over there and talk to the doctor. So I spoke to him. I said, sir, of course, I've come from Indore, I've come from Bombay. You have got almost 40 representatives who have seen, who have gone over there, and I'm the, 40th one. So almost everyone shared with you almost three brands. So 120 brands have been exposed to you. How do you differentiate? How do you remember this? Now, one of the things which actually came out very, very clearly is, Dinesh, and I'll try to speak in Hindi also for some people, because doctors की language में बोलूंगा तो शायद आपको definitely it will resonate with you more. He says, यार कौन याद करता है actual में? I think हम उन्हीं को याद करते हैं who basically are taking care of our needs, our interests. If they are speaking about our interest, if they are unfortunately, out of 40 जो अभी गए हैं, actually 25-30 को तो हमने सुना ही नहीं. And I think that is what is the issue which currently, we as brand management team or the entire organization, the pharmaceutical industry is facing. So if you really have to have a cutting edge, it is extremely crucial to communicate more effectively, to utilize the representative time, and also to drive adoption strategically. I think it is extremely crucial to tailor our communication accordingly. Because one of my brand manager who can see you on you who you also can see on screen. He also, Vikas is there on the screen, and that's why I'm addressing him. He keeps on saying that, I think we should not adopt a spray and pray strategy. It doesn't work. Spray and pray strategy will not be able to make brand managers utilize their resources effectively. So according to me, this has changed drastically. And I would, as a nugget, strongly recommend the brand managers कि बॉस ब्रांड को सक्सेसफुल अगर बनाना है तो you have to segment the customers very, very clearly. That's what I would like to say, Ashish.
Perfect. So I think the importance what you are sharing with us is segmentation. Because definitely the spray and pray approach never works. And very specifically in pharma, we have seen our customers, be it doctors or be it the chemist, they behave very differently. We are sitting in a country where every state is a country. So we need to understand the culture. We need to understand their habits, their demographic, as well as the psychographic. With that,